girls! Today is Tuesday and the air conditioning in my room is still broke. Do you want to know the savior in my life? This baby. Right here. This is Clifford, the little red fan, and Clifford makes my life better. However, Clifford is not conducive to video making. So yeah, I left my shower brush at home when I went home this Wednesday and Thursday. So sorry, not gonna brush my hair for a week. I went home Wednesday night to Thursday night for Yom Kippur, and I atoned for all my sins, but I guess I'll just atone here again. So if I wronged you in the past year, I'm really sorry, and I'm gonna try and be like a much better person this year. Alright, question answering time. Would I rather have 3 days of day or 3 days of night? And yeah, I'd definitely go for the 3 days of light of day. That would be so pimp, because like, especially if it was like a weekend, if it was like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday at like 3 in the morning, you could just like go take a walk. And Veronica's question was, what song do you want played at your funeral? And I actually remember I made a little post about this on my Myspace, and I actually looked it up. I actually went to Myspace today, and apparently on Friday, December 16th, 2005, so a day before I turned 15, I made this vlog. Or I made this blog. Whoa, blog. Titled If I Die. And this is what I sounded like 3 years ago. If I die. Okay, so the song on my page is Farewell Song by Mind the Gap. Back, because MySpace, you'd have like a little song, and I guess that was my song at the moment. So if I die, I want this song at my funeral. And American Pie. I want both of these sung at my funeral. I want it to be a friend or a family member who has to sing it, so they have to bite back tears while singing it, which will make it really powerful, and then they won't be able to finish because they're crying so hard. But I'm probably not gonna die till I'm like 90 or something, hopefully, and I'll have completely forgotten about that song and MySpace altogether. But just in case of sudden death, I want full coverage. I guess this is what Veronica was referring to. Farewell Song by Mind the Gap. Mind the Gap's a Canadian band starring a guy that starred in Degrassi, and that's kind of how I found out about it. And the other song I want sung at my funeral is American Pie, and if you don't know what American Pie is, then you need to get a life. So I'm gonna say right now that I kind of want Courtney to sing American Pie, all 6 verses, all 6, plus all the choruses. And I want Emily and Veronica to do a duet of the Farewell Song for me, make my funeral awesome. I don't know why everyone thought my question was such a joke. I thought it was like a really cool question. You know, what movie would you show an Amish person on Rumspringa? It's a pretty innocent question. Emily, to answer your question, like, what's a really good movie that makes you think and touches your soul? The first thing that came to my mind is Good Will Hunting. That movie, woo, get you. That movie makes you laugh really hard, and makes you cry really hard, and it makes you think. If you haven't seen the movie, you really, really should. It's a great movie. Go rent it, Emily. I definitely showed the Amish that movie. Definitely. Speaking of movies, John and his friends, mostly his roommate, is really into anime, so we've watched some anime so far, and I actually really like it. This is kind of for you, Emily. I used to think that anime was like cheesy and stupid. It was like blah blah blah, flash flash flash, you know, but now that I've actually seen animes, I get what they are, and they're just animated movies by Japanese people, and they're really good. They're so different from American films. I've seen Nausicaa of the Winds and Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle. Just yesterday I saw My Neighbor Totoro, which is like the cutest movie in the entire world. That movie made me so happy inside. Oh my god, really good movies. Just wanted to tell you, Emily, that now I'm kind of into anime. How about that? I love you, Courtney. I know you didn't have a video last week. Hi. My question this week is, what is the best part of your day? Because the best part of my day is after I take a shower and I feel all clean, and then I clean out my ears. That's the best part of my day. It's just bliss to clean out your ears. Actually, in Good Will Hunting, there's a really great quote. Chucky, Ben Affleck's character, says, "Best part of my day, it's for about 10 seconds from when I pull up to the curb to when I get to your door, because I think maybe I'll get up there and I'll knock on the door and you won't be there. No goodbye, no see you later, no nothing, just left." That's why you have to see that movie. because it's deep like that. If you haven't yet, go to derekcomedy.com and check their news. After I went back to my MySpace, I decided I'd look at my Xanga. So I actually went and I logged into Xanga and I looked at some of my old entries, and they're really funny. It's from like freshman year, and it is just some priceless stuff. I'm gonna share with you some fun entries from my Xanga.
For me?
No, to the camera. But you can feel free to listen. Listen to this because it's priceless. This is Wednesday, June 22nd, 2005. Currently listening to Wicked. So Vernie spent the night and we watched Back to the Future too, and then we stayed up all night talking, and at 5 in the morning we got up and walked around the block, and then we went back to my house and got ready for the day and walked more, and then we went back to my house, so I made pancakes, we ate them, but then we realized that we were tired, so we went to sleep, but my dad had heard us leave, and when we came back he looked into my eyes and realized that my pupils were dilated. One way to dilate your pupils is to keep your eyes open in the dark for a long amount of time, the other is to do drugs. So my dad starts freaking out and he was like, why are your pupils dilated? And Vernie jokes around and says, oh, because we've been doing drugs. And he's like, what kinds? Were you doing ecstasy, huh? Were you doing X? And I was like, no one calls it X, they call it E. And in my head I was like, oh shit, that was stupid. And he gets all grr. But since I'm such a little girl, he didn't do anything because he knows that his little weedy baby would never do drugs. Don't you love my parents? So the moral of the story is if you decide you never want to sleep again, then keep the damn lights on. Seriously, this is not a joke. That's how I talked back in freshman year. I'm a retard for writing shit like that. Oh, here's a cute one. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince is the best book ever. I got it at midnight and it took me 2 days to read. It's my new favorite book. It is so well written and I cried like hell. For the entire last chapter I was crying so hard I couldn't even read it because my eyes were full of tears. And it parallels book 2. How freaking cool is that? I'm so lonely. Vern forgot I exist. Sigh. Funny. Alright, see you later. Alligator. Bye! Love you. Hope I don't die soon.
That's what I go to school for.
And so, take a listen. Aw, why are you IMing me? I'm recording a video. P.S. Courtney, since you didn't post a video, I have to punish you. First thing is, your next video has to be completely in a Sarah Palin accent. Secondly, you have to edit your vlog. That's the next thing. It can't just be one shot unedited. The last part of your video is, remember your challenge where you have to go into a dressing room and put on certain items of clothing? What I want you to do is, in your video, you have to be wearing all those things that Veronica asked you to wear. Your next video is going to be hella fly.